Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from HTL, and we have a little project today. I've been looking for another video to do on Lightburn. So I have a friend who sent me over a file. Customer sent him some artwork, and then he sent it back, and they requested a change. So with what it looks like, they sent how it's all intertwined and everything. They want it to be solid. So we are going to... We're going to try to do that. We're going to try to make it look like what they sent, now that I'm seeing this a little better. But by solid, let's get into Lightburn, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so see how the heart shape is broke up into all these little pieces? They want it to look like that, but with these solid hearts. So let's go ahead and pull this in. So this is what it looks like he started working on. Okay, all right, let's just start over. Let's use this as a guide how they got this, and let's place this here. Actually, let's do that. I want to make these a little bit bigger. Yeah, work on those a little bit nicer. All right, so we're going to take this, and we're going to take this, and we're going to group those like that. Okay, now, Lightburn 1.7.06 is what I'm running right now, and they have a thing called the Snip tool. Oh, it was grouped. Okay, so that's another thing. You guys, you can't do this when it's grouped. All right, so that'll work. All right, so we're going to snip that, and we're going to snip that. This one and this one. So now we're going to go into node editing, which is right here. So we want this to look like it's a broken line right here. So we're going to add a node here. And we're going to make that square by hitting the letter C. And we're just going to bring this over. Straighten that thing out there. Let's collect this one. Now, let's do that. Let's try to keep this straighter. There we go. Okay, we're going to grab this, and we're going to join that one. Come on. Join me up, Buttercup. There it is. Alright, so we're going to bring that down about there. And we'll just kind of try to match that curve a little bit. Alright. Same thing up here. Hit I to add a node. Stretch that over, join those up. Did that do it? No. There we go. Now that turned green. All right, now we'll swing this back just a hair. Now this needs to have a slight curve. So we're gonna go to the center of this thing, hit middle. Hit the letter M, and then we're going to hover over that, hit S, and I'm going to hold down Control, and just give it a little bit of a tweak. Alright, and we'll just match that. We'll put that up there. There we go. That looks good. Now this one, same deal. We're going to do this. Hit the letter I. Hover over it. Hit the letter C to keep it square. We'll put that here. Move this down just a hair. Slide this down. I'm going to move that back there. Hit that. Come on, join me up. We don't need that much of a curve. Actually, we could probably go pretty straight with that one, it looks like. So we'll just kind of do that. All right. Up here, let's see. Letter I. Hover over it, hit the letter C to make it into a corner. Actually, that's what that means. Join those. Another thing that you can tell that it's going right is now all of the little ants are marching in the same direction. Alright, that's fine. Maybe a little bit of a hold down control, get a little more fine motor skills out of it there. No, that's too much. There we go. I'm just going to bring that here. Bring that there. All right. Okay, well there's the first part. Let's move it into this little section right here. So this part here goes under this part. So hit the snip tool. Snip it. Go over to the node editing. And we're going to add a node. And while we're hovering, let go of the mouse just so I don't move it. I'm going to hit C. There we go. Sometimes I forget to do that and I have to go back over and fiddle with it. We're going to bring this over here and we're going to connect that. All right. And it looks like I can bring this down just a hair. There we go. Now we have to add this. So let's, for now we're going to group this. And we're going to take this. And we're going to take that. And we're going to center it. Just like that. And now we're going to take this, ungroup that. And we're going to take this and ungroup that. Now we can do this. So let's start here. Let's back it up a minute. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shrink that down a little bit. Yeah, and then we'll just kind of take this, hold down control, maybe a little bit like that. Okay. So now it looks like we have to group this again. And we're going to take this. Oops. Let's group that. And then we'll take this. We're holding down shift and collecting. We're going to come up here, hit center. Okay. And now we're going to take this, ungroup it, take this, ungroup it. Now we can work with things with the snip tool. So again, let's move this a little closer. Let's shrink that down so we can see what we're doing. All right, you're not moving the camera around so much this time. So this right here, this goes under the heart. So we'll snip this, and we're gonna snip off that one and that one, and now we'll go into here. So I'm just going to go around. We'll fast forward the rest of this. It's the same exact thing. Just find out where it goes over, where it goes under. Snip the parts out. Build your ends back in. Get the curves looking decent. And then we'll come back when it's all finished. All right. Well, let's hit the preview button. Let's see what that looks like. It looks like we could probably put more of a gap like this here and like this here around everything. All right, so let's say you want to put, so each one of these squares right here on my table is 2 millimeters. So let's just say we want 1 millimeter. Okay. Oops. We want 1 millimeter of a thickness. So let's just say, so as a rough frame of reference right there, that's where we want this. So we can put a little box in there, and we can hit this and go like this. Now we can collect all of these. Kind of like that. And that was just my arrow keys a little bit to get it. And then I'll just undo that. There we go. Okay. Now we move, take it back up here. And we'll move this straight up here like this one. And we can just drag and snap it. Okay. Grab that one. And we can just drag these all the way up to there. Ungroup those. I can bring that back here. Hold my shift key and I can just kind of a little bit. And honestly, I'm just going to delete this one. And now I'm going to use these little toggles here and I'm going to move this. There. All right. Now, let's take this little box, and we're going to move it here, and it's close enough. Actually, right now, let's collect this, and let's look at the, that might be a little too thick before we get going. Let's take a look at that. That might be a little too thick. Let's drop that back down to 0.5. Let's make this box 0.5. Okay. Now I'm collecting both of those so I can just grab this one and move it up to there. All right, let's get our arrow and let's look at that again. Honestly, I like the 0.5 a lot better, so we're gonna move this 0.5 box all over the place and we're gonna do this. Hang on and I'll be right back. All right, let's we're done. Let's check this out. Let me, I'm going to group this. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. I like that. It's got the right amount of light in it. You may want it a little bit more. But I think that's about right. So, cool. Over and under, in and out, all intertwined, interlocked together. That's how they want it. So, we went from this to that. Looks like there's some flat spots up here, but like I said, this is the artwork that I received. Let's go back in and fix that real quick. Let's see. So we can take that and we can hover over that, hit S, and hit shift and just kind of raise that up a hair. Oh yeah, beautiful. All right, this one, do the same thing. Hover over it, hit the S, hold down control, raise it up just a little bit. Looks like this one could come up a hair. Yep. All right, that looks fine. Let's go this one. Okay. Hit the S. Hold down Control. Bring it down a hair. That looks better. This one here. Hold down the S. Hold down Control. And it looks like I'm going to be able to move these in a little on this one for some reason. Yeah. Oh, let's do this too. Just give it a little bit of punch. What's this one? That one's good. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at that one again. Group it. Do that. And, oh yeah, that looks a lot better. All right, we got them flat spots out of there. Okay. All right, guys, so hope you enjoyed that one. A little tutorial in Lightburn on how to use the Snip tool and node editing to intertwine your artwork. And I hope you found that useful. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.